Big thanks to our friends over at Manscaped for sponsoring this week's episode.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Manscaped.
If you boys didn't already know, that's right, the Manscaped, are global leaders in below-the-waist grooming, and they're not just going gold this season. They're going platinum. You heard that right. Manscaped is taking their signature performance package 4.0 to the moon with their upgraded platinum package. With products ranging from shower goods to ball care, this is their sleekest, sexiest, and smoothest bundle yet. It's time to go platinum and join the 8 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping just by using the code MacPack20.
Oh, you know what, Jake? That's great news because, you're not going to lie to you, I'm stressing about my Mother's Day present.
Oh.
What to get, Mum?
There you go.
No thanks.
Yeah, that's smart.
No.
20% off and free shipping.
Maybe wait for Father's Day for that.
Bit of an upgrade because I know last year you got her the gold version.
Yes, the platinum.
And this year we're leveling up. We're going with the platinum one for Mum.
Those blades are blunt as.
What are we most looking forward to about the platinum package, Junior Boy?
It's got to be the ball care.
Yeah?
Gotta be.
That's fair. What about it? What about your favourite part?
Everything about it, really.
The
I
ball
couldn't
care.
name one thing bad about it. Also, I like the t-shirt. I'm wearing the t-shirt right now. You get a t-shirt with the package.
You are wearing the t-shirt. Manscaped even throw in 2 free gifts with the 4.0,
Oh my god.
which feature both the boxes
Yeah.
and the shed travel bag, which we've spoken about
Go bag's
previously.
good.
Yeah, it's facts.
So you can bring your comfort to the next level with the nice, secure Manscaped boxes when you purchase the 4.0.
Let's do it.
Fantastic.
Very exciting times indeed. So who are you going to be purchasing it for?
Mum.
That's confirmed.
We talked
Manscaped.
about this already.
Manscaped.
Well, there you go. Don't forget, Mum, to apply your aluminium-free ultra premium deodorant for that cologne's quality scent on the go.
Nice, dude. That's sick.
Get 20% off and free shipping with the code MacPack20 at manscaped.com. That's right, 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com just by using MacPack20. Get a taste of the finer things in life with Manscaped. G'day and welcome to the MacPack Podcast.
We're back.
My name is Jamie Kenner, and to my left this week, in order of the favourite brother here on the panel, it's my little brother Joe. How are ya, Joe boy?
Jake, it's always been the rumour, but we've got someone on the panel today who maybe could confirm it once and for all.
And to my right, coming in at 6'1", as he does each and every week, it's the baby brother of the pack, who we call Junior Boy. Junior Boy, how are you?
It's a whole different ballgame being the favourite brother or the best brother, and I'd much rather take the ladder.
And boys, it gives us great pleasure to welcome back to the studio, after a 12-month stint, our lovely mother Janine. How are you, Janine?
Hello, great. Great to be back for Mother's Day again.
We love it. We love it, boys. We got so much to chat about on this week's episode of the podcast. A Mother's Day special.
Oh, yeah.
Some may call it. We're doing a bit of a catch-up with Mum because it's been 12 months since we've seen her.
Too long.
And you've seen her. We've got a bit of a Q&A. We've got a couple of games, including Pick Up Please and Best Bro. And Mum's got a hero. Let's get into it. Boys.
Bingo.
How are we all? Well,
Good to be here.
Fantastic. And very happy to welcome back again our guest, Mother.
our
Thanks
lovely
for
mother.
having me, guys.
It's becoming
Nice
a
to
bit
be
of
back.
an annual thing.
It is every Mother's Day.
Every Mother's Day. We might have to make this a proper ritual.
Yes, we might. And we're kicking it off well the second
We're
year.
doing well. So much consistency. Wait, isn't it 3 years?
Yeah, I was on.
I don't
Yeah,
think-
Mum was on the initial one, but
But
it
it wasn't Mother's Day.
Nah,
though.
it wasn't a Mother's Day. It was just like a rainy day in November.
We were struggling to fill the run sheet.
It was episode. It was episode 5. It was the 5th episode we'd ever done. And then we went.
Really?
We've
Fuck, we need a guest.
We've run out of shit to talk about.
Then we waited 80 episodes to get her back.
The thing I must say, after last time that Mum joined us, there was a lot of TikTok videos that went up. We had the dead cat story.
Yeah.
I can't remember any other story. What other stories do we have?
I think some of the advice ones.
Oh, there was a few
Oh, no,
advice
yeah,
ones.
yeah.
They got put up on TikTok. A resounding amount of people saying Mum needs to be on the show regularly. She needs to come back more frequently. Mum needs her own podcast.
Yeah, Mum's funnier than the three of you combined. That one.
Yeah,
hurt.
some genuine feedback. It was good to hear. So 12 months on, we decided we'll get her back in the studio, and so here we are today. A lot's happened in the last 12 months. I must admit, was I living here last?
No,
No.
you moved out.
No,
in
you would have
April.
just moved
Yeah.
out
Just moved out, right?
in April. Yeah, now it's May.
There you go.
Yep. So that's been a whole year.
How does it feel? One of the birds have left the nest. How does it feel 1 year out?
I hardly even noticed.
Oh,
'cause-
thanks.
He's always fucking here.
No. Oh, so Riley lives here, and I probably see you just as much as what I see Riley.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Here, you get home late at night, but I can go days and not see you.
Yeah.
The dream.
Mum had a book week night. Is it
Book club.
Book club night.
Week.
Book week. All the gals stayed over for
Yeah.
7 days.
We had the Scholastic truck out the front selling books.
Yeah, Mum had a. Fuck, what is it called? Book club.
Book club.
Book club night. Sorry.
Book club night.
Here we go. Ready? Book club night last week. Oh, pretty good there.
Nice.
All right. Mum had a book club night last week, and I wanted to ask her about it. Wanted to get the review. I actually wanted to be there, but I wasn't there, so I wanted to hear about it. And I remember driving home Wednesday night, and then I didn't see her all throughout till Sunday after.
That's a hectic story.
Terrible zone.
Yeah, and Jake says to me, like, what's Riley up to? I said, I don't know.
Dunno.
And he's like, don't you live in the same house? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the amount of times Riley's even come over for dinner and stuff, and then Mum's asked where he is. I'm like, oh, he's been fed. Don't. He's like a cat. You know when the cat roams around the neighborhood and he gets food from everyone.
I actually always come home.
It's basically what you've been doing.
And
So how have you found the whole Jake moving out thing?
Yeah, it's a bit sad, really. Yeah.
Are you excited for more to leave?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Because me and Riley were talking
No.
about when I move out, Riley will obviously take claim to
big
my
room.
room, and he's
Yeah.
going to have more of the house than you and
Yeah.
Well, he's already-
you and Dad.
He'll have the whole West Wing to
Yeah.
himself.
He's already pinched my
He's already
room.
taken over that room.
Yeah. So that was going to be a spare bed.
And it's now Riley's wardrobe.
There's a lot of clothes. We do need to get a photo of the amount of clothes
yeah.
on that
How do you
bed
even
before
get
you
them?
decide to clean them up.
Oh, I know where they all are in my head. I've got a photographic memory when it comes to that bed of clothes.
But they're all new. They're all thrifted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's made you stop. And how do you reckon this compared to Jake moving out to when back in the day when you moved out of your house?
I was 19 when I moved out.
So you're a year younger than Riley.
Whoa,
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts.
that's so
Yeah.
young.
Yeah.
I think our parents thought, oh, this will last like 2 months or something and they'll be back, but we weren't. I lived with my friend for 5 years and then, yeah,
Huge.
lots of different houses. We used to move about annually.
Yeah. How much was your rent when you moved out?
Oh, God. I
How
don't
many
know.
shillings?
I don't know, probably $100 a week or something. But, you know, it was a big party of pay
Yeah, yeah.
back then, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Luckily, my friend Margaret used to get paid 1 week and I'd get paid the other week. So I'd be borrowing money off her 1 week and then getting it back the following week. And then she'd be borrowing money off me. And
That's a good balance. That's not a
Yeah.
bad way
Yeah.
to do things.
we survived.
I've left, obviously, but we've welcomed a new family member to the MacPack household in
Yes.
Poppy. New dog.
Yeah, she's been on, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, brief. No, she hasn't
yeah.
spoken into the microphone or anything.
No.
She was hiding under a desk. How's the arrival of the young pup been?
Well, I had forgotten what hard work a puppy is. And she gets me up at 6:30 every morning. But it's kind of cute because she's just so excited that it's another day.
Yeah.
And she's like in your face, like, oh, let's get up, let's get up. And I found this really cute dog park where it's half for big dogs and half for little dogs. So we go in the little dog section and it's all fenced off. And she can just run amok with all these other dogs. And it's her favourite place to be. She just loves it there. So we go there a couple of times a week. And there's heaps of people there who you start seeing the same people every time you go.
Yeah.
Don't know any of their names. Know all their dogs' names.
Yeah, right.
Really?
So that's the community you're working amongst.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Is Poppy's pretty popular at this
Oh,
part.
she's very popular. Yeah. She's so cute because she goes and sees all the dogs, but she also goes up to all the people as well. Like and has a little greeting with each person.
She
and
dapped them all up.
yeah, and there was
Cool.
a guy there the other week, you know, with those earrings that go this way.
Stretches.
Yeah.
Mum's not a fan of the stretcher.
And tattoos and Poppy just thought,
We've got tattoos. We're mad.
I'm gonna go
Oh, yeah.
make
The
friends
boys.
with this guy, like the scariest looking guy at the park. But anyway, he was nice. Can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
No, what type of dog does he have?
Dachshund, actually, like little sausage dog,
dog?
which was surprising. Not what I was expecting.
And it'd be rude of us not to talk about the cat. So obviously last time we talked about the cat, we thought the cat had passed away. There was a bit of a tale. If you haven't heard, mid-80s episode?
Yeah,
Yeah.
83,
Run it-
I think.
Run it back. We talked about an old cat that we had
Yeah, Bella.
that went missing.
Rubella.
And we think it may have passed away.
Maybe Rubella. We're not too sure.
Has it returned? 12 months on?
No.
No.
Cat's still gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't wait to the day
We've
that
got a
we-
new cat.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah, shout out Socks, my guy. Socks is a G. Do you know what I've noticed about the new dog though? Socks has become way more affectionate. Socks used to be really cold. Like I used to try like dap him up, go give him a pet, give him a cuddle. Because our Bella, our late dog, she was our late cat. She was real keen for the cuddle. She used to purr 24/7. And then, but this cat never heard him purr, like rarely ever. But since we've got the dog, every single night when I get home, that cat is coming to cuddle me, and rubbing its head, purring like crazy. I think it's feeling a bit.
Yeah,
bit
because
left
Poppy
out.
won't let him sleep on the bed. Poppy
Oh, is
sleeps
that-
on the bed.
And
So you're the
Poppy-
second option, bro. That's what you are.
He gets
You're
chased
the
down.
rebound.
I'm happy to be it.
She got sterilised the other week. And she was
There we go. This is
pretty drugged up for a couple of days. And the cat could sleep on the bed then.
All right.
Dog didn't care less. And the pet cat thought, oh, this is nice.
Oh, I'm
Dog's
back.
chill now, but only lasted like 2 days.
That's so sad to hear.
Puppy just wants to play, like just runs, and the cat runs, so it turns into a chasey game, and that's the end of that.
Yeah, true.
nice.
Yeah.
You're a bit of a hip mum. That seems to be the consensus amongst a lot of the fans.
Yeah.
You're on your social medias. You're on your TikToks. You know the lingo. But I must admit, last year when we were doing the whole mortgage stuff, there was a bloke who our mortgage broker. Here we go. Our mortgage broker. He was a lovely, lovely little man.
Yeah.
And I won't say his first name, but I will. Saying his last name is important for the context of the story. Let's say, for example, his name was David Pham, right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Pham spelled Pham.
Cool.
Okay. Now, as part of the mortgage broking system, they come out to your house, they do all these meetings, and they walk you through exactly what's going to go on, right?
Yep.
I was only 25, 24 at the time.
It's interesting that they come out to the house. They're on like a call out.
I think he lived pretty close.
Oh, okay.
Which
but
helped.
They don't have an office.
Yeah, but I wasn't going to go to the
No.
office.
He's
Nah.
kind of like the only guy I've ever like.
A lot
come
of
Yeah,
them
because
were
he knows-
after hours.
He doesn't have an office because he knows how much of a scam having a mortgage is.
Okay.
So this man come over, and I've told Mum, I was like, make sure you're home at this time for when David comes to our house, all right?
Yeah.
And so Mum's made herself ready, and I've just continually, because I thought it was a bit of a funny one, the surname being Pham. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's pretty funny.
And this is
So-
what Common People Fam was like.
Yeah, sup
well,
fam,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Fam.
And so I was just walking around the house going like, sup fam's going to be here soon. Sup fam's going to be
Yeah.
here. Guys, get ready. We've got a fam meeting going on, and none of the family invited. It's just fam. He rocked up, right? I've introduced. I said, "G'day to the young man." He sat down, and then mum, and then mum's come in, right? And before I've even had the opportunity to introduce the agent to mum, mum's just gone, "Oh, hi, fam." Purely under the improvisation that she thought his first name was Fam.
You hate to see
It
it.
was not. It
It
was
was
not.
embarrassing.
Did he correct you, or did he hit you with a "What's up, fam"?
he was.
can't even remember.
He was definitely taken aback. He didn't know what to do because that's a weird thing to
You
say
just
to
call
someone.
someone your last name.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like him walking into me like McKenna.
yeah. That's essentially what happened. He
Macca!
sat down and Mum's just dropped a bit of "sup, fam" on him, and the rest was history. Alright, boys, obviously we announced that Mum was joining the podcast last night, and it wasn't a surprise to me to see how many people wanted to ask her some questions. As we do every time that she's on, we make a nice little statement to say, hey, Mum's coming on. Do you want some mum advice?
And people go absolute nuts for it.
They do. They do. We got heaps of questions. We'll only ask a couple because we've got a bit of a catching up to do
Oh,
from the last time that we did this 12 months ago.
huge.
So, Riley, can you just quickly bing us probably one of the best questions that we got?
Well, our good friend of the show, Tom Meert, asked a really good question that I think the listeners will very much appreciate, because obviously we've only been doing the podcast for 2.5 years. People have only known our lives for the last 2.5 years. But Mum,
Correct.
you've known us since day dot. Tom wants to know, as a baby, what was each of our defining qualities? Positive, negative. What made Riley Riley? What made Jake Jake? And what made Joe Joe?
So we'll start with Jake, the oldest. He was cute, like when he was learning to talk.
Was seems to be the operative word
Well,
there.
as a
Early days,
baby,
bang.
he's still cute.
Thank you.
But he would, you'd go past his room and he'd be practicing talking. He'd like practice saying words before he'd say them to us. So
If only he would do that before recording an episode.
Well, what were some words that he'd hit out? Were they toughies or
Oh,
were they
well,
genuine?
he could say sentences when he was so young, but so they say babies are either walkers or talkers. So he was definitely a talker, not a walker. In fact, he never crawled. He used to bum shuffle on his bum. So
There's been a few nights in Freo where I've called. It's been a few nights.
And a few nights in prayer when you bum shuffle.
sit on one leg. I mean, sit on your bottom and just drag one leg and just go forward with the other leg, which was kind of good because you had your hands free. You weren't just crawling.
Yep.
But then we went to this gymbaroo type of thing, and that lady there, you were about 2, I think, then, but she made you crawl. She said it's a fundamental thing that you've got to learn for coordination and everything.
Well, like they say, you crawl to
You gotta
walk.
crawl.
Yeah, so that was you.
You got to walk to run.
Yeah.
And did he learn to crawl?
Yeah, he
Follow,
did. Yeah.
follow up on that. Whenever I say, see Mum, I'm going to the gym, you say it, the gymbaroo. I thought that was just a word you made up, like how I made up, like covel, or how I add itch on the end of words. What is a gymbaroo?
Well, it was at a local church. It was just a great big church hall, and they just had little kid gym equipment, like little ladders that you climb up, and then little
Gymbarooage.
plank that you'd walk across, and stuff like that.
Oh. Is that near the speech pathologist place? I feel like there was a place we used to go to that had a gym as well. They did gymnastics.
Oh no, that you did do gymnastics as well.
And who was the best?
Yeah, you were.
Joe.
Oh, Joe, that's subtle. Subtle to bring it up as well.
Thank you.
Anyway.
What was Joey's defining feature other than the fact that he could do the splits?
When I think of Joe as a baby, I just think of projectile vomiting.
Nice.
Joey!
Poor kid, like vomited for the first 3 months of his life, but
Living
then
the dream.
overnight it just changed, and he's been the happiest, most easygoing kid
Why was he
on
vomiting?
the planet.
All the beers or?
No, it was something to do with something wasn't quite formed in his esophagus or
His
something.
brain.
Yeah.
So when you get to be about 3 months old, that gets better, and then
Right.
so he would have had this awful burning feeling in his esophagus.
Yeah.
Still go.
Yeah.
I still have that. I thought that was the norm.
But you were just so easy to
Bully.
occupy. Like you always needed someone
But I was
to
just-
interact with.
I was
but
just there vomiting.
Just get this man a
no,
bucket.
You were more than happy to just like do things on your own, just be. And once Jake went off to kindy, you just thought it was great that you could come home and play with whatever
That's
you
how
wanted.
I feel about him moving out.
And Riley,
It's
I
me.
just think I feel a bit bad that we kind of wished your little life away. Like every milestone that we got to with you, it's like, finally we can get rid of the bassinet now, because we knew we weren't having any more kids. And then
What's a bassinet?
the little crib that
Oh,
you
okay.
first sleep in, and then into the. Well, I don't think you ever did
Cot.
sleep in the cot much, but just everything we could just get rid of, and like,
You're rushing me along.
yeah.
You were definitely the forgotten third. Like even
No, not at all. Not at all.
Definitely
but he
were.
just grew up so much faster. Like, was eating hot chips, as he was cutting teeth, basically, and watching movies. I never would have let you two watch.
Wait, what's wrong with eating chips while you're...
Well, Jake
You
wouldn't
don't
have
have
had
teeth.
one piece of junk food till he was,
Oh, right.
where when you were still like trying to get teeth. Here, have a chip,
Maybe
right?
that's why my jaws... Fuck.
And what about now? So now that we're significantly older, what's the defining features of us now?
Well, I think of you. I think of sport straight away, like football.
Haven't played a sport
Basketball.
in 4
no,
years.
but it's what you think about. It's what you.
It is.
Yeah. Even like when you're a kid, you used to sleep with a football, not a teddy bear, a football.
Yep.
And like
Really?
you
Like a
just
Sharon or like a softball?
no, it was a Sharon, but only a little one.
Like-
Oh, right.
I used to have so
You used to
many.
sleep with
So yeah, I used to put like 6 balls in my bed.
Plus the two. Hey.
And Joe's just always been the brains of the family. I can remember him asking me if he thinks we swapped him at the hospital for the wrong child,
Yeah, definitely something strange going on there.
Jury's still out.
which we never did, of course. And Joe's always very thoughtful and has an amazing memory. He'll say to me,
give a comment.
he'll say to me like, oh, some part of a movie, and I'll say, oh, I don't think I ever saw that, Joe. Yeah, Mum, you came with me. We watched it together, and he could tell you all the actors in it and what other movies those actors have been in and everything. And I'm still thinking, oh, I don't think I saw that movie. Yeah, I'd like a brain like yours, Joe.
Yeah, that's all just me gaslighting.
And Riley, you've always been like the
Forgotten one.
no theatrical sort of one, like
Theatre!
yeah, like I can remember when you were really little, you just like take off people's mannerisms and accents and stuff, and you wouldn't even
his accents he does on the.
Yeah, I think they're good.
Well, these boys don't.
Give us Ramsey again. Give us Gordon Rams.
No, I can't.
You couldn't, man?
I can't remember how he sounded. Absolutely shit. That's pretty good. Absolutely shit.
That sounds more like David Beckham.
Well, almost. Cool.
No, sorry. Well, there you go. Last time we asked this question, we got a lovely message in. It was marginally peculiar. We got a lot that were about us.
Yeah.
But then we got a genuine advice question from a lovely man named Jordan. We'll play that clip now. Jordan asked, how do you propose to the girl you really love?
My advice would be don't do these great big shows of, like...
Gestures.
Yeah, like you're at the footy and the whole crowd's watching or anything like that, just in case she wants to say no. But no, I think something special, like take her back to where the very first time you ever met her or something like that, and just be the two of you there, and just something that really is special.
Sentimental
special meaning,
stuff.
yeah, for the two of you, but not nobody else.
So maybe, even if it was like the first podcast that you ever listened to together, you could send us a message and we could propose for you.
On air.
There you go.
George, mate, next week. Got you back.
So Mum gave Jordan some fantastic advice last year regarding the potential proposal. And now Jordan found out that Mum was joining us here on the podcast today, flicked us a message and said, boys, you're going to have to call me because I've got a bone to pick with your mother. And so Jordan joins us on the line now. Jordan, how are you, mate? How are you, Geordie?
Good, mate. So,
Good, thank you, mate. Thanks so much for your message. We're actually quite excited about this one. Obviously, you found out that Mum was joining us on the podcast. She gave you some... We're not going to say if it was fantastic advice or if it was dog shit advice. That's up for you to decide. Give us an update on how things went.
How'd the proposal go?
good. Listening to that podcast, I don't know what, a year or so ago it happened. And she just gave good advice when I sent that message in. I was like, make sure it's not public. So tick that box, and then it just went through from there.
Fantastic.
Honestly, I was very nervous. I will not lie.
That's fair enough.
I got a friend involved as well, and then, it was down at South Perth, and she was walking over, so she knew it was happening, and she's had suspicion of it happening the whole week as well. and I took a week off work just for it as well.
Oh,
What a
wow.
guy.
What was happening down at South Perth? Was it just on the foreshore?
Yeah, it was on the foreshore where the whole setup was.
Did you have
So I
something?
got someone to set up like a picnic sort of thing.
Oh, that's
lovely.
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 I'm hoping she said yes, did she?
Yeah, she did. I was more nervous that she wasn't going to say yes, but she did. There was also like a bridal party there, like a bridal shower as well.
So you could have quickly got married as well.
Yeah, well, that too. There was a video. There's like sounds in the background of the video of them like cheering when I did it.
Oh, wow.
Have you had the wedding yet? Have you secured the deal? She hasn't walked out. You haven't had the wedding yet?
The weddings are too expensive, honestly. Seeing Joe in India just puts me off. So instead we're going to Europe in December, so that's about it.
Oh, fantastic. That'll be exciting.
Going to elope.
Yeah, I mean, if it happens, it happens, but that's all right.
Yeah, cool. Nice, man. Well, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. What's the lovely girl's name? Are you going to tell us?
Her name is Ivana.
Oh, lovely. Oh, congratulations. That's great news.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's unreal to see that Mum's advice has worked because we haven't listened to Mum in 26 years. So it's good to hear that it's worked for at least one person.
It's Jake's 11-year anniversary tomorrow, actually,
This is
with
good.
his girlfriend.
Do you want to meet me down at South Perth, Jordan? No, that's actually fantastic news, mate. We're so thrilled to hear it. If you got any photos and you're happy to ping them through. We'll embed it in the video. So all the fans at home can see exactly what went down.
All right, I'll send it through then.
You're a good man. Lovely to hear from you, Jordy.
Thanks, Jordan. Congratulations.
No worries. Speak to you later.
See you, mate.
Bye.
Good man.
What a superstar.
Good on you, Mum.
What a
You've done it
dude.
again.
Yeah, well done, Mum.
Yay.
Massive shout out to Mum there. That's a huge get. Good on you,
Might
Jordy.
need an MC at their wedding, Jake.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, mate. Get us some
But
tickets
surely,
to this wedding.
well, then you asked, are you married yet? I knew they weren't married yet because we haven't got an invitation just yet. So there you go. Alrighty, boys, it's time for one of our favourite games here on the MacPack podcast. We've previously played it with Luke Jackson. That's right. You're joining the company of Luke Jackson in
We're
games.
guessing Jacksons. We're playing with Mum. Let's go.
In games that we've played with guests. So this one is one of our favourite games. It's a game that sees us call a couple of different people in the hope that they answer their telephone. We've asked the fans at home last night if they want to play Send in Your Digits, and you have a chance to play in this edition of Pick Up Police.
It's been a long day, and we're calling you this evening. All we're asking is for you to pick up. When there's three boys, when it rings, don't miss out. When there's three boys, and we're calling you up. Pick up, please, 'cause I'm calling. Pick up, please, 'cause I'm calling. I'm calling, baby.
You excited, Mum? Is this one of your favourite games?
Don't talk over Joe. That's Joe's favourite bit.
What is your favourite game that you play, Mum?
Oh, I like it when you ring the pizza shops and stuff.
That's this game.
Is that this
Oh, is
game?
it this game?
Oh, no, the pizza. Stay with Rihanna.
Oh, stay. Yeah. I feel like we have called pizza poses with this one.
The one where we call people and have to keep them on the line for as long
Yeah,
as possible.
yeah.
See, Mum loves it. Joe hates playing
We
it.
banned that game.
No,
Yeah.
I was glad
After
I'm
the
not playing
incident.
that game.
Oh, we should. If we had known that, we would have played
You
that.
called Hoyts one time, didn't you?
We've got
Yeah,
a
we
couple
You
of
weren't allowed
movie
to say the
places.
name of the movie. You just had to say something.
No, that's a
That's a
different
different
game.
game.
We have a few games. What's that one? That's Movie Mayhem.
Good film.
Good film hunting. It's got a few different names. There's a few different names for each game. Yeah, we play some ripping games.
This one's Pick Up, please.
This one is Pick Up Please.
In
This one's probably the most basic of the bunch. We just call a bunch of random people and we just hope that they fucking pick up their phone. The least amount of rings means that they win.
Yes.
Today, we've got
Oh,
Ashley Bremner.
Ashley!
Oh, he's my guy. Ashley's my guy.
Here's
Everyone say who's playing for.
Yeah.
Joe, who are you playing for?
I've got Abby Cowlin.
Yeah, go Joe.
Abby Cowlick.
What
Mum,
I've got Kobe. I don't know his other
Kobe
name.
Divers, every yo!
Kobe!
Last
Yeah.
week's Everyday Hero.
Yes, true, very true. And Riley, who have you got?
A fan called Zoe Jolie.
Fake name. Fake name.
Joey.
We're very excited. Who wants to kick this week? Oh, by the way, this week we're playing for a MacPack mug.
As seen on desk.
So,
Seen in Mum's hand.
so whoever wins, whoever
Get that cup.
whoever answers the phone
I'll
first
get a new one for them.
gets a brand new MacPack mug. Who wants to kick things off?
I'll go first. We'll go down the
Okay,
line.
we're going down the line.
Good
Down the
idea.
line.
We like it.
Alright.
Joey's kicking things off. How are you feeling, Joe? Have we had a record? Was one ring a record? Or have I made that up?
Probably, yeah. Some loser really picked up in one ring.
Shout out. Okay, let's.
Actually won.
How am I feeling? Terrible for this one. Let's go.
Who we got? Abby. Abby's currently
she's-
not in
She's in
P-Town.
Sydney.
She's in Sydney. So,
Which is 2 hours ahead of us.
Let's go.
and it's 3 a.m. where we are. So good luck.
It's currently 11 p.m.
This is a morning call.
in Sydney, Australia.
I wonder if she'll want to talk to Mum. What if she's asleep?
She very easily could be.
It's always a bit of a dampener on the show. when
when
they-
you get a fucking strike.
Hello.
Hey, Abby, that's Joe here from the MacPack podcast.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Yeah, good. And I'm starting to think no one was counting the rings.
That's a good
No
show.
one was counting your
No one
rings,
was
so I'm
counting-
not sure how you done, but it was,
I think it was 6. I think
We'll
there
go
was 6.
five and a half, maybe 6 rings, Abby.
Hmm.
What were you doing? What was the reason you didn't pick
She's
up the
probably
phone?
asleep. It's late over there, isn't it?
I'm currently babysitting.
Oh.
Good morning!
I thought it was the parents calling me.
Did we wake
Ah.
the baby?
Well, it's not.
You're in the
No,
clear.
Are you thirsty at the moment? With a MacPack mug? Help how you
Mug.
feeling at the moment?
Love a mug.
Love a mug.
I have a mug.
Well, she has
She's
one
got
already.
a
got a
mug.
mug.
Oh, you've already
Playing
got it.
for another one.
Yeah.
Hell,
Yeah, I
how'd you get a
one.
mug?
She bought one.
Oh, I think someone gave me a mug.
Was it
I
us?
think, I think Liam gave me his mug.
How'd Liam get a mug?
Oh, what the hell? A re-gift?
What is going on? We're not big enough for there to be barley mugs getting around. What are these makeshift MacPack mugs? Oh,
Yeah, I
goodness.
do have a mug though. They're pretty good.
All right, well, you're not winning tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks for chatting. You can't
Back to
just hang
babysitting.
up on her like that. Don't you?
Alright,
Shit
someone
the
count
bed.
the rings next time. I didn't know what to say because usually we go.
You've had this
You've had
many
this many
rings.
rings. I was like,
Yeah, it
Not
only
sure.
dawned on me once she answered
You'll
that.
have to play it back
It was
and
like
count
6 or
them.
7.
Okay.
I have to go to the art.
Look, let's be
Yeah.
honest. My girl, Zoe Jolie, she's going to be picking up way before that, mate. So you're not even going to have to worry.
I highly doubt it, but let's go. Ash Bremner.
6 rings is the one.
He's likely to be at the gym. He'll be pumping iron.
Loves the gym, Sash.
I'm excited. I reckon Ash is a real chance. Riley reckons Kobe's the shortest odds, but I reckon Ash is a sneaky chance here. Ash will bring some value.
One.
That's 2. Oh, bang. Ash Bremner.
Oh, dude, it's MacPack.
Welcome to the MacPack, big dog. You have a fair chance to win the prize. That was 1.5 rings.
Dude, I thought the prize was getting to be on the podcast.
Well, you've already won then. That must be exciting.
How
That's
you
an-
fellas doing?
oh, we're very good.
Mum's on as well.
Hello.
Hi, Mrs. McKenna.
Hello, how are you? Are you at the gym? The boys thought you'd be at the gym.
No, I've been moving house all week.
Oh,
so
that's
I just
no fun.
laid down for the first time in like 4 days.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm sorry to disturb you.
What's the new place? What's the address of the new place? We'll come round.
Oh, are you going to bleep it out?
50-50.
I just moved to East Rio the other day.
Oh, huge. That's very
Nice.
exciting. Nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what's
Big
exciting?
thing.
about
We're going to have you guys around.
Yeah, we're really good. Thank you, mate. We're really good. Even better now that you've answered in 1.5 rings.
Is there been any other rings yet?
We had a
There was
question.
one that was like 5.5. No one was really counting.
You've definitely beat her.
It's mayhem down here at the moment, Ash. But there's a fair chance that you're about to win a mug. So congratulations, mate. We'll let you know.
I'm very excited.
Keep in contact.
Stay awesome, boys.
Lovely to chat. See you, Ash.
Bye.
See ya.
That was a cool sign off. Did anyone hear what he just said?
Bye.
Stay awesome, boys.
Oh,
He said
Use
that.
Yeah.
that's cute. All right.
Love that from you, Ash.
Who are we calling next?
Kobe.
Give him a bit of stay awesome before we leave, all right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Mum, you got to say stay awesome.
Okay.
Kobe Di Rosario. He's a chance to be at the gym as well.
I think he is. Pumping. He is.
Where's 1? There's 2.
He's lost.
Oh, still pretty good.
Hello.
Hello, Kobe. This is Janine from the MacPack podcast.
Oh, Janine. How's it going?
What do we get? 3 rings?
That was 3 rings,
rings.
Kobe.
Well done.
Is that good?
Nah.
No, that's pretty good.
You've already been beaten by someone with 1.5. So, shocker.
Well, mate, I answered it straight away, so I don't know what's happened there.
Oh.
Where are you at? Where are you? Are you at the gym?
Oh, no, I've just gotten home.
How was the gym? Chest day.
Yeah, it was test day today.
Nice, good stuff, mate. Proud of you.
Was it successful? Successful night at the gym?
Yeah, it was great fun. Great fun.
Nice. Well, we'd say you'd won a mug, but you haven't. So it was lovely chatting to you.
Oh, well, yeah, no worries.
We're coming second, Kobe.
I'll have to do better next time.
That's
Sorry.
it.
That's all right.
Second's not bad.
Okay, stay awesome.
Love you.
Love you.
What is going on? What is going on?
A bit of history there that we don't know about.
All right, here we go. Last one we've got. Who, Riley? Snez Lolly Bags or something. What was it?
Zoe Jolie.
Zoe Jolie. Pretty close.
I think that's her actual name.
What?
As per her Instagram.
Zoe Jolie.
Zoe Jolie.
Okay.
Angelina.
That's Jolie. That's 2.
May as well just hang
That's
up.
3. That's 4.
Come on, Zoe.
That's 5. That's 6. We're going to get a Telstra tone soon.
You have reached the
There
message.
you go. That was Barry Jolie there.
I hope Zoe listens to this on Friday morning. And you know what? I'm angry at her. I'm salty, but you know what? Stay awesome, Zoe. I
There you go.
appreciate the efforts of sending us your number and then not answering the freaking call.
So there you go. Ash Bremner takes away this week's mug.
Congrats,
Yeah,
Ash.
impressively,
Impressively
quick. He also sent me a message. He said that nothing like a MacPack call while I'm deep in my TikTok scroll. My phone's on 1%. Timing was
Wow, that's
Oh my
clutch.
God.
Oh,
If it
wow.
was sitting in a different order,
It could be gone.
Kobe
yeah.
might have won.
There you go. You never know that, and that's part of the unpredictability that is pickup, please. So until we play next time, congratulations to Mr. Ashley Aberemner. Alrighty, boys, it's rare that we play 2 games on the MacPack podcast, but you know what's even more rare?
Mum coming on.
Thanks. So we decided that we're going to play 2 games.
Actually,
Yeah.
is it? Would it be more rare? Because Mum's come on twice now. Have we ever played 2 games before, Jake?
We played with Luke Jackson, as you mentioned earlier.
Oh, so it's a draw.
There you go. So this game, we thought it would be a nice one to play with Mum. It's one of our favourite games here on the MacPack podcast, which is something that we say for all of the games here on the MacPack podcast. But this game's about the bros, isn't it? Do you remember? It's about the bros.
The best, bro.
This is my favourite song.
And someone to tell us about the bros is our mum.
Are those pants your favorite pants?
Since you were 1, you had that mole on your back.
Said you were fine, but I knew you were lying.
Will I be the best bro tonight?
Garlic aioli is your favorite dip.
And did you laugh? Tell me, were you pissed?
When did you cry? Was that your favorite club?
Will I be the best bro tonight? I could be the best bro, maybe. I could guess your middle name. You think I'm so goddamn clever. I know your favorite takeaway. It's probably my favourite song as well, to be honest. It's a bloody rip snorter.
It's nice. It's soothing. It's calming. One of our best vocal performances.
Definitely our best.
Nice harmonies, I think.
There you
Probably
go.
most amount of takes it took us to do it as well.
Yeah, but you know, you
It was
can't.
worth it.
It's art, man. You got
Cannot
to
rush
you got to
art.
perfect art, and when the song goes for like fucking 3.5 minutes, you want it to be bloody good.
I don't know what Julio Iglesias would.
Enrique.
Is it?
Who the fuck's Julio?
Is that his
Julio.
I
dad?
think that's his dad.
Is it?
He's the guy who sings the team effort song.
Mariah Carey's one.
No, the intro song. You know, like the hey. dun-dun-dun-dun.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
forget how it goes.
There you go.
Anyway.
It's just an inside gag. Don't listen to any other podcast than ours. Boys, this game is Best Bro. If the song didn't give it away, this is Best Bro. So this is where one of us usually comes up with a story, and it's a bit of a quiz. So I, for example, would say, what is the color of Riley's favorite shoe? right?
What?
And then we'd basically just answer that question and then we'd tell a bit of a story, right?
Yeah, nice.
Today we have Mum joining us here on the podcast, and Mum has a few stories from yesteryear that she's going to quiz us on. So these are basically, one of you boys did this. Which one was it? Understood?
Yep, I love it.
How exciting. Okay, Mum, take it away.
Okay, so these are both clothing
Category.
related, yeah. So
Related.
you'll probably all get this. So who wore the stinky boots?
Oh,
Riley.
Riley. Young
And they
Riley.
stank.
The stinky boots. I was talking about the stinky boots, I think I mentioned it to Taylor when we were in Melbourne.
The stinky boots.
Yeah.
Mum, can you explain what stinky birds are?
So they're just little rubber rain boots.
Bob the Builder.
Bob the Builder ones, yeah. And he wouldn't wear socks with them. So your feet sweat in rubber.
They sweat in general, especially in rubber.
Yeah.
Rubber, yeah. And
It's
so
not a very breathable
Material.
material at
it was
all.
just one of those things that you did like for ages. You'd wear stinky boots, and
I'm so surprised they never got
No, you did. Gangrene.
Athlete's foot.
I think they got lost in the end.
Oh really? Fuck. Yeah. Like you know when you rub on something and then you get like an ulcer on your foot.
Oh, you got heaps,
Blisters.
dude. No, you got so many.
And
Oh,
that
did
was
I?
what your foot was like.
You got so many.
I don't think
Blisters?
so.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have
His
worn them.
heels were
No.
fucked.
But I wouldn't have worn the stinky boot if I was in agony. I wasn't
No.
wearing it because I loved
It
the
was
way
a
they.
fashion statement.
Yeah, they drip, bros.
They-
The stinky
Oh,
boots. You know,
really
I
were.
don't remember.
You
stinky
must have
boots,
outgrown
Do
them.
they still sell them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What are they called? Wellington boots.
Yeah.
Stinky.
Yes.
Stinky boots.
Stanky boots.
We saw a kid at the footy wearing them, and he was like jumping around in the puddles. And I was like, oh, that's a young junior boy. But I'm sure that kid, when he gets home, takes off those shoes. He doesn't just live in them.
How stinky
know, like-
are we talking here?
Putrid.
They were so bad.
Like I walk past and you can smell.
No, only when you took them off. They didn't smell while you had them on.
But they,
Just keep them on.
yeah.
That's why they were stinky.
You used to get in the car. We'd have mates, right? So
Uh-oh.
we'd get all pile into the back of the car after a game of footy,
Yeah.
and Riley would sit in his car. Well, not his car, but our car.
His car seat.
and he'd kick his stinky boots off.
You gotta
And
let
it was
him-
fucking vile.
Let
Like,
him breathe.
there was nearly vomit getting pissed around. And he knew how stinky they were. So what he used to do, because when you're a kid, when you're as young as Riley was, you're pretty flexible. So he used to then like angle his feet. And it was often Joe. I'd sit on one side. Riley would sit on the other. Joe would be perched in the middle. And Riley would just be spun around, just putting his foot in Joe's face. I'm pushing Joe towards the foot.
I don't remember this at all.
And I feel like, you know
I
how like,
apologise.
you know like you get toe jam
This- I
between
was-
your toes?
Yeah, this is going to be my next bit.
Riley, it was more of a smothering around the foot.
It was like a paste. It was like a
Foot
toe
jam.
paste.
It like covered because your feet were like rubbing against
Rubber.
everything.
Yeah, it was
Just
pouring.
putrid. But what he used to do, and I vividly remember this, he'd take his stinky boots off. He knew he had the worst smelling feet in the business, and he knew he had nice lathering of toe jam. He used to then put his finger in between his toes,
Oh, that shit feels so
and then
good.
just put it in front of Joe's face. In like the most inhumane scenario I've ever been witness
They
to.
do that
You
at
never
Guantanamo.
It was
As if you
absolute.
never punched me in the nose.
It was absolutely fucked. There you go. Toe jam and stinky boots.
Joe was the quickest with that one.
Our young man, junior boy. Yeah, Joe was good for that.
Even when Mum mentioned clothes, that's what I thought of.
Stinky
The
boots.
stinky bit.
There you go.
Okay, so here's another one.
All right.
I don't know if you'll remember this.
Fun.
Maybe from a photo. So who was the kid who was climbing on the sand pile out the front?
Me.
Think Frank was building the shed or something out the front,
Yep.
and you got sand in your eyes, whoever it was, and
Oh.
so you went inside and put your little orange goggles on, which were like little
They had
seals,
otters,
I think,
yeah.
otters or something, yeah, on them, and you carried on playing in the sand pit, fully clothed,
Goggles
with
on.
your goggles
Fucking
on.
goggles on.
Safety goggles.
And the thing is, because it was such a hot day, Joe was sweating.
Have we given it away who it was?
Oh yeah, it was
Oh,
Joe.
yeah.
It was fucking Joe. And because he was sweating, he was climbing this sand hill, but he was sweating and he had the goggles on. So his goggles just got all frosty on the inside. So he couldn't even see out of his goggles. He was just
Oh,
walking around like a
safe.
blind man.
So cute. We'll have to find a photo of it.
I know the photo that you're talking about.
So cute.
They were all time.
That's
We
actually
used to-
quite smart.
I love that. And that was like the yellow builder's sand.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what I was
yeah.
about to say.
Pretty
And this-
coarse. You don't want that in your eye.
And it like goes really hard into like those
Yeah.
blocks.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
hit blocks of it.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
And then you're just crushing that in your hand.
Yeah.
We used to
so
spend
much fun.
Throw 'em on
hours
the road.
because obviously that was like the only sand. When we'd go to a playground, we were like, "What is this
Yeah,
clean
that ain't
shit?
yellow."
Yeah, why isn't this yellow?"
Yeah.
And we
It's
used to
called
pl-
bricky sand.
We used to play in it
Don't
all
know
the
if that's
time.
funny.
We used to play in yellow
Yeah.
sand.
Is that used to make cement? Is that what it's for?
No, but bricky's. I think you can mix it. I think that's why it sticks together.
Must
so
be
well.
cheap. I think it's like because it's not as purified as
Yeah, it slaps.
the good shit. But even like we'd go see Dad. Dad would be having like lunch. We'd go down to the building site. We'd get there and we'd just run up and down the fucking sand
sand.
hills.
It's so much fun, hey. And like with those balls, it's like a rock that
Yeah.
disintegrates.
And because they're probably like,
Really?
it's probably like a meter high.
It was-
But
yeah.
when you're a kid, you're like, holy shit.
This thing's
You know,
huge.
like that famous photo of like the soldiers going up the hill with the flag?
It's us
That's what I felt like.
going up the yellow hill.
That was my Kokoda.
Well, there you go. Joey Boy 2-0 on us. That one.
2-0. We love to see it. No, we had some good times. The
Yeah,
sand,
yeah.
as much as we played in the sand, I never remember there being like much sand left over. Like we didn't seem to carry it in our pockets, which was bizarre because we used to sort of smother it all over ourselves.
I remember a lot being in the
Oh,
house.
okay, well, things
Sweeping it off the floor.
things you don't think about.
Yeah.
We used to bring our bikes inside as well. That was a highlight of mine.
Oh, we used to have our Razor scooters.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we used to ride them around the hall.
Oh my god. That's like so. I would never do that now. I'd be way too scared. I'd smack into the wall or hit my knee or
You know that
little
little
barefoot as well.
that little red trike?
Yeah.
That used to get a proper run through the house.
Yeah, I remember.
And that big, that cozy coupe thing, that massive,
yeah.
that massive
It
car.
was because there was like a proper circle
Yeah.
you could do
Yeah.
in the house.
And because like we'd do it outside because our house was big enough on the outside that we could go around the out.
Yeah.
But then it would rain and we were like, oh, Dad would be like, you're not going out in the rain. So we just bring all of the same equipment that was now wet inside and we'd just be doing these massive bog laps through the lounge
I
room.
remember I used to like pick up that much pace on like the home stretches. You know that home stretch out the like near the front of the house.
Yeah.
But like then there's a step down to the old new room,
Yeah.
and the amount of times my first wheel would hit over that freaking thing. Oh, it's scary as hell.
They were the days. The house wasn't until we moved out either that we realised like the room in which we were operating with was actually way smaller than it felt.
Because when you're a kid,
Yeah.
everything seems massive.
We played like indoor basketball for hours on end down a court that was about 6 meters long.
I reckon less 3 meters.
Yeah, it was
mate.
nuts. It was nuts. They were the times.
With barefoot as well. Oh, that's crazy.
There you go. You'll love to see it. It's always good to reminisce. Alrighty, boys, it's time for our favourite weekly segment. It's our only weekly segment. It's time for our Everyday Hero, Mum. It's often the guest's role to take a hero.
You love a handball?
So this one, especially Joe. Joe's only done 2 heroes in 130 episodes.
I done time.
Bloke's killing it.
Mum's gonna.
Mum's now
take
gonna,
it.
Mum's now gonna have done more heroes than Joe's
Shut
done.
up. Shut up.
Mum, take it away.
So I didn't get much time to prep for this. So
That's a lie.
I haven't really thought about it. But this morning something fantastic happened. So we've got a little park next door where I take Poppy each morning for a little walk around. And she's always on a lead because she's not learnt recall yet. So she's always got to be on a lead.
Rico.
And there's this man who lives down the road who has a, what are they, border collie. Border collies are really intelligent and he never has his dog on a lead and the dog never leaves like from 3 feet away from him. So it's a well-trained dog. But this man never picks up his dog shit.
Oh.
That dog shits
What a
on
guy.
our lawn. That dog shits on the neighbour's lawn over the road. That dog shits at the park.
Dropping mines.
Never has a dog poo back. So the other day I was talking to another neighbour.
So he knows it's doing it. It's not like the dog's walked
Oh,
off far enough, done it, and then
just
he hasn't
doesn't- He don't care. He don't give a fuck.
Give a shit.
even, literally.
So I was talking to another neighbour
give a shit.
the other week, and we just mentioned that you know that man that doesn't.
Oh, so it's
Never-
common knowledge amongst the neighbourhood.
That neighbour.
His
over-
dog's got IBS.
So this morning, that neighbour yelled out, "Oh, how did your training go the other day with Puppy?" So
Yeah, we
she
learned
came
how to pick
over.
up dog shit.
So we were chatting. She came over and we had a little chat. And then that man and his border collie came along, and she was talking to me. So I had my back to the border collie man, and she goes, "He's got a dog poo bag." And I turned around and I went, "He's picking up his dog shit."
Wow.
So somehow Somehow,
What did hurt ya?
5 years we've been here. I've never once seen him with a dog poo bag, so I don't know what's happened, but
Someone must have.
But where do they go?
maybe.
If
They
he's
just-
not picking them up.
They sit there.
Oh, he just leaves it there.
Well, no one else is going to pick him up. Were you coming out there?
Sometimes I do pick it up. I pick up his
Oh,
dog shit.
that's
'Cause,
fucked.
well, I don't want it at the park. I don't want it on our lawn.
Don't want it on the dog's paws.
And I
Or the
also
dogs
don't want
eat
that
it.
neighbour over the road to think that's my dog pooping on your lawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you rated him out. Is that the person you told?
Anyway, so he's my everyday hero. He picked up his dog
Oh, there you go. For doing the absolute bare minimum.
shit. So let's hope he keeps it up, hey?
Oh, we love to hear it. That was nice. That's a nice, short, sharp one. Oh, good. We'll have you on next year. We can quip this up.
Maybe it's not everyday hero. It's just today.
Today's hero, yeah. And then this time next year, we can update and say
Yeah,
whether or not
if he
he's
ever did it again.
ever done it again, or if he's just in it for the recognition and the
Maybe he
award.
just had one dog poo
There you go. Well, that's why this week's everyday hero is going to the dog picking up shit, bare
The
minimum.
man.
The man. The man. Maybe he needs to train his dog to pick up the shit. It's going to the man who picked up some dog shit. We've come full circle. That was good. All right, boys, that brings us to the end of another episode of the MacPack Podcast. Mum, thank you so much for joining us here on the MacPack Podcast. It's your third appearance, second one in the new studio. How did you find it?
Loved it. I'll be back next year for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see how this episode goes. Reception wise.
We love to hear it. If you did enjoy this week's episode of the MacPack Podcast, we loved the feedback that Mum received last year. So make sure to ping us a DM, comment on a photo. Follow Mum. Mum's on like TikTok and
She's
Instagram.
not on TikTok. She's definitely not
You're
on
on
TikTok.
TikTok.
How do you see all our videos then?
She's not on TikTok. She
Oh,
just
yeah,
doesn't.
I look
post
at it, but I
video.
haven't got
Oh,
anything.
you don't
She's
post
a
it.
Not
creeper.
yet. Not yet. No.
Oh.
Oh, but get Mum should share a few of these. Any videos that Mum's featured in, we'll get her to share on her TikTok account.
The blow
Oh,
up.
God.
There you go. We'll have to pay to get Mum on the podcast this time next year. She'll be an influencer. She'll be out the front of Matter doing interviews this time next year. What are you expecting as a gift for Mother's Day? Just in case someone hadn't bought you anything
Yeah,
yet.
what's a good gift for people to get their mums on Mother's Day? Specifically you.
Well, they always like their favourite perfume.
There you go.
What's your
And
favourite?
what would that one be?
Ask Joe. Joe knows.
Joey.
Go on, you, Joe.
He knows
It's already
exactly.
been-
Dior Sauvage.
It was in that bag earlier from the Everyday Hero.
And go out for lunch. Just spend time with your mom. It's nice.
Yeah. We're all
Yeah.
busy on Sunday.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this. Very exciting. Make sure that you do go and say g'day to your mums. Especially on Sunday. Is there anything else to add?
Wrap her up.
All right, boys, until we do
This
this,
bombshell.
until we do this time next week, stay safe, stay blessed, and always remember to...
Go give your mum a hug.
It's ciao for now, but not forever.